Hello, guys. We
Hello,
are
hello,
live.
hello, everyone.
We we
Okay.
are here again, and our topic tonight is going to be self-pity is a trap. Have you ever noticed that some people go through difficult situations and become stronger, while others go through difficult situations and become stuck? The difference is not always the pain. The difference is what they do with the pain. Because there is a trap that catches many good people. It's called self pity. And the dangerous thing about self pity is that it feels justified, it feels comfortable, it feels understandable, but it quietly steals your future. A woman was raising her children alone, working long hours, paying bills, carrying responsibilities nobody saw. Life had not been easy on her. Every day, she had two choices. She could say, "Why is my life so hard? Why does everyone else seem to have it easier? Why me?" Or she could say, "This is difficult, but I refuse to stay here." The first option would have given her sympathy. The second option gave her growth. And that is the thing about self pity. It keeps you focused on what happened to you, while growth keeps you focused on what you can do next. Good evening, good evening. My name is Teresa from Austria. I am a nurse, a mother of two, and a successful online business owner. This is my business partner, Monique. Please introduce yourself.
Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Monique. I am a single mom. I'm living in London with my daughter. And tonight we want to talk about, like Teresa said, something that I think it sketches a lot of good people. Self pity. I give
Mhm,
it back to Teresa.
mhm. Thank you,
Uh,
thank you.
I have to
So we
take
are
a
going to be
number
talking
one, right?
about 8 points tonight. Yes, please.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yes.
okay. I'm going to talk about the number one. Number one is basically, oh my God. Let me put it in here all the way. So, number one is, let me take, self pity feels good at first. Is it? Yeah. So, can we be
Mhm.
honest for a moment? Sometimes feeling sorry for ourselves
Yes.
feels good, feels very, very good. Not forever, but at first. It feels it's a bit comforting. It feels justified. It feels like we finally acknowledging how difficult things have been. Because let's be real, life can be very hard. People disappointed us many times. Plans fall apart. We experience setback. We get hurt. And when those things happen, it's natural to think, why did this happen to me? Why? Why is my life so difficult? Why? Why does everyone
Mhm.
else seems to have it easier? I think we all had moment like that, right? I know I have. Moment
Mhm.
where I look at my situation, I thought, this isn't how I imagined things would be. And for a little while, feeling sorry for myself feel understandable, almost comforting, because self-pity gives us permission to stay still. It gives us permission
Mhm.
to replay the story, replay to hurt, replay the disappointment, replay the unfairness again and again. The problem is that what what feels comforting today can become a prison tomorrow, because while you are replaying what happened, life keep moving, opportunity keep moving, your future keep waiting. And that is why self-pity is so dangerous. Not because your pain isn't real. Your pain is real. Yes. Not because your struggle don't matter. They do. The danger is that self-pity trick you. Remember that. Trick you into believing you are
Mhm.
healing when you are actually staying stuck. There is a difference between processing pain and parking there. There is a difference
Mhm.
between acknowledging what happened and building your identity around it. The strongest people I know don't pretend they are okay. They are they don't ignore the pain. They they don't suppress their emotion. They feel it. They acknowledge it. They work through it. But they refuse to unpack their bag and live there permanently. So if you're going through a difficult season right now, I want you to hear this. Feel what you need
Mhm.
to feel. Feel. Cry if you need to cry. Rest if you need to rest. Heal if you need to heal. But don't let temporary season become a permanent address, because your story isn't over. Your future isn't finished. And there is still so much life
Mhm.
waiting for you beyond this chapter. Don't let self pity convince you to stay where you were only meant to pass through. So my reflection tonight to that is, the problem is that self pity feels like healing.
Mhm.
But please remember, often it is just staying stuck. Feel the pain, but don't build your life around it. I give it back to Teresa. Teresa? Teresa? Teresa?
Much. Thank you so much. That is so true. Yeah. Um, that is so true. Yeah. Yeah. Take a break if you want to take a break, but don't give up. Keep going, because self pity make you the victim of your story. You know, you always say
Yeah.
life is unfair. People, you get hurt, the rejection. But when you focus on what happened to you, you give away your power. You give away your power. No, you might not be responsible for what happened to you, but you are responsible for what happened next. Few days ago, I was listening to a motivational speaker that says that you have given birth to you. You cannot choose to be my parent. I want you to be my parent. They are your parents, and nothing changes that. So if you come from a poor home, don't let a poor home comes from you. If you come from an abusive family, don't let abusive family come from you. You can change
Yeah.
that. Don't give away your power. Self pity makes you the victim of the story, not sitting down. Yeah, cry if you want to cry, but try to change the story, because you are responsible for what happened next to you. Don't look like your problem. Everybody, it's not always complete for everybody, but don't always look like your problem. So the third point is self-pity steals personal responsibility. Can you talk about that, please, Mama Monique?
Yes. Thank you, Teresa.
Mhm.
Self pity still personal responsibility. Can I share
Mhm.
something that changed my life? The moment I stopped asking, why is this happening to me? And start asking, what am I going to do about it? You see that difference? everything began to change. Now, don't don't get me wrong, okay? There are things in life that happen to us that are not our fault. People let us down, relationship end, my marriage is
Mhm.
end, business fail,
Yeah.
unexpected problem appear. Life can be unfair. And sometimes we generally become victim of circumstances we never choose. But here is what I've learned. Even when something isn't your fault, your response is still your responsibility. And that is where self-pity becomes dangerous because self-pity keeps our attention on who who is to blame, what went wrong, who hurt us, who disappointed us, who should have done better. And while we are focusing on all of that, nothing changes because blame rarely creates progress. Responsibility does.
Mhm.
Yeah, responsibilities does. I know this from my own life. There were a season I could have blamed my circumstances. I could have blamed the challenges. I could have blamed the difficulties. And maybe of those reasons would have been valid. But valid reason don't always create better result. Eventually I had to ask
Mhm.
myself, what can I do from here? What decision can I make? Yeah. What action can I take? Because because wherever we like it or not, that's that is where our power lives. Not in the past, not in the blame, not in the excuse, not in our
Mhm.
decision. I mean, sorry, not in the excuse, in our next decision. Think about it. The moment you take ownership of your
Mhm.
life, something powerful happen. That is true. That happened to me. You stop waiting for someone else fix it. So you stop waiting for circumstances to magically improve. You stop waiting for permission and start taking step forward. Maybe small steps, maybe imperfect steps, but step step, not at less, you know? And that is why I want you to remember today. Please, responsibility isn't punishment. Responsibility is a power. Because the moment you take ownership, you take control back. You stop being a passenger in your life
Mhm.
and become the driver again. So, yes, acknowledge what happened. Learn from it, heal from it. But don't stay focused on who
Mhm.
responsibility for yesterday. Focus on who is responsibility for tomorrow. And when you look in the mirror, you will find the answer because the moment you take the ownership, you take your power back. I give it back to Teresa.
Thank you. That is very, very powerful. So true.
Yes.
And the fourth point is pain is real, but don't build a house there. I love this. Pain is real, but do not build a house there. Everyone experiences pain. Even me, Monique, we experience pain because we are human. The mistake is turning a temporary situation, a temporary season of pain into a
Yeah.
permanent address. Don't build a house in your pain. Visit your pain if you have to, just don't live there. Like Monique said before, that cry if you have to cry, seek for help if you have to seek for help, take a break if you have to take a break, but do not build a house there. Do not build a house there. And one thing I have learned about pain is when you think, oh, I'm the strong one, I'm the strong one, you just keep, the pain, you keep gathering the pain, you gather the pain, you keep compressing it in there. It will come to a time that you have burnout, depression, all this negative stuff. So if you have to cry, cry. If you have to
Yeah.
scream so loud, go to the mountain, scream so loud. Go to a therapist, talk to someone you trust, but do not build a house there. Do not live there in your pain. Don't make it a permanent address. So the fifth point is self-pity keeps you looking backward. Can you talk about that, please, Mama Monique?
Self pity keeps you looking backward. Yeah. Can I ask you something again? How much time do you spend thinking about what should have happened? The opportunity you missed, the
Mhm,
relationship that ended, the mistake you made, the person who hurt you, the season of life that didn't go the way you planned it. Because if we are honest, we are all done it. We are we are replayed conversation, replayed disappointment, replayed situation in our mind, thinking if only what if things should have been different. It become
mhm,
it become dangerous when we live there because self-pity has a way to keeping us stuck in yesterday, and that is really true. It keeps us looking backward at what we lost, backward at what went wrong, backward at who hurt us,
mhm,
backward at opportunity that they are already gone. And here is the
mhm,
problem: you cannot drive forward while constantly looking in the rear view mirror. Eventually, you are going to miss what in front of you, correct?
mhm,
I know this because I know this because
mhm,
there have been moments in my own life when I spent too much energy thinking about things I couldn't change, things that had already happened, things that were already over. And while I was focused on yesterday, life was still moving. New opportunity, new
mhm,
opportunity were appearing, new doors were opening, new
mhm,
possibility were waiting. But I couldn't see them because my eyes were fixed on the past. Yes, really. That
mhm,
what self-pity does. It convinces me that the answer is behind me when
mhm,
in reality your future in front of you. Now I'm
mhm,
not saying ignore your past. Your past has a lesson. Your past has a wisdom. Your past helped shape who you are. But your past was never meant to become your permanent focus because growth asks different
mhm,
questions. Self-pity asks why did this happen? Growth asks what do I do now? See, you see the difference?
mhm.
Self-pity asks why me? Growth asks what
Mhm.
next? What is next?
Yeah.
And that one shift can change your entire life. Trust me, believe me. So if you have been spending a lot of time looking backward lately, I want to encourage you: learn the lesson, take the wisdom, keep the growth, but stop caring what was only meant to teach you. Because your future cannot be built while you are constantly staring at your past. There are still opportunity ahead, there are still dreams ahead, there are still chapters of your story
Mhm,
that haven't been written yet. And they need your attention. Not yesterday, today.
mhm,
Today. Because your best
mhm.
day are not behind you. They are waiting for you to look forward. I give it back to Teresa.
Thank you, thank you. That is very true. When you have that, why me? You always ask yourself, why me? mean, like you said. But when you look forward, you ask, what is the next step? I like that. That is very powerful. The sixth point is nobody is coming to rescue you. This might sound tough. It might sound for someone to save you. You keep waiting forever. You keep waiting forever. Nobody is coming to save you. You are your hero. When you stand in front of the mirror every morning, waiting for that person to save you, nobody's coming. The person you see in front of the mirror is the hero that is coming to
Yeah.
save you. That is the person that is coming to save you. So every morning when you look at yourself in the mirror, say some words of affirmation. I can do this. Today is going to be a good day. I'm going to move past this. This is just a training ground. Things are going to be better. Everything will be okay. I know this is just a phase. It's going to pass because you are your hero. You are your cheerleader. Nobody's coming to save you. Maybe other person will try to help, but you come first. Help yourself first. So
Yeah.
the seventh point goes to our beautiful Mama Monique. Your children, your family, and your future, they are watching. Can you talk about that?
Ooh, it's a very, very difficult topic. Your children, family, and future are watching.
Mhm,
Yes. Can I share something that really changed the way I look at difficult seasons? People are always watching, not in the judgment way, but in a learning way. Your children
mhm,
are watching. Yes, my children, my daughter is always watching. Your your family is watching. The people around you are watching. And most importantly, your future self is watching. Because life isn't just teaching us a lesson, it is
mhm,
teaching lesson through us. Yeah?
mhm.
Think about children for a moment. They don't listen to what you say. They watch what we
What you
do.
do?
They
Mhm,
watch how we handle disappointment, how we respond to the setback, how we deal with the stress, how we react when life doesn't go our way.
mhm,
And that is why this matters so much. Because when life becomes difficult, we
mhm,
are teaching something. Wherever we realize it or not, if every challenging causes us to give up, they are watching. If every setback causes us to stay stuck, they are watching. If every disappointment becomes our identity, oh my gosh, they are watching. But if we get
mhm,
back up, if we keep moving forward, if we choose growth instead of self pity, they are watching that too. And those lessons stay with
mhm,
people. I know this as a mom. There have been a difficult season in my life. Trust me. Moment where things didn't go accordingly um, to plan, my plan. Moments where I felt overwhelmed, moment where I couldn't have focus on everything that was unfair. But then I remember something. My daughter is watching how I respond. She learning from how I handle adversity. She learning from how I face challenges. She learning what resilience look like. And that gave me different perspective because suddenly it was just about me anymore. It was about the
mhm,
example I was setting. Not a perfect example, a real example, an example of someone who feels the pain but keep going. Someone who faces
mhm,
difficulties but refuses to say defeated, sorry. Someone who get knocked down but choose to stand up again. And that is what I want you to remember today. People don't learn people don't learn the most from our successes. They often learn the most from how we handle our struggles. Your resilience may become someone else's inspiration. Your courage might become someone else's confidence. Your examples might become someone else's breakthrough. So don't underestimate the impact of your journey because somebody is watching. Somebody is learning. Somebody is being
Mhm.
encouraged by the way you are choosing to move forward. And one day they might thank you
Mhm.
for a lesson you never realized you were teaching. So my reflection is your realization may become someone else's inspiration. People learn from how you respond to hardship, not just how you respond to success. Give it back to Teresa.
Mhm. Thank you
Teresa.
very much. That is very, very powerful. That is very, very powerful. So I will take the last point, which is the strongest people feel sorry for themselves too. We are all human, we feel pain. The difference is we don't stay there. That we acknowledge the pain. Yeah. We cry if we have to. We get up and keep moving. The strongest people, they get up, they keep moving, they don't stay in their pain. And the strongest people is this the strength is not the absence of pain, it is refusing to let pain define your future. Do not let pain define your future. Maybe life it hasn't been fair to you, our audience watching us. Maybe you have been disappointed, you have been betrayed, you have lost something important. Maybe you are crying because you are carrying bodies nobody knows about. You deserve compassion, you deserve healing, you deserve a break, but you do not deserve a life that is trapped by self-pity, because there is still life to live. There are still opportunities ahead
Yeah.
of you. There are still dreams to pursue, and there are still future worth fighting for. Feel the pain, learn from the pain, grow through the pain, but don't build your identity around the pain, because self pity is a trap and you were made for more. You were made for more. You were made for more than survivor. You were made to rise. So, we are business owners, successful online business owners, telling people
Yeah.
about what we do, encouraging people that you always have to go ahead. You don't have to, you know, let your pain uh, being an excuse for you not to go forward. We all have our story. I have my story. Mama Monique have a story where we joined this online business. If we are looking for excuses not to um look for a way to supplement our income, look for a way to improve ourself, this self-development, we will find excuse. We will always find this excuse. We are mentors helping you to earn online and also helping you to develop yourself mentally, because you might have
Yeah.
all the money in the world, but if you don't have this, you are still very poor. That is why this business comes with everything. It comes with us teaching you how you can develop your mindset, that you can achieve anything you want to achieve. So if you are interested about this online business,
Yeah.
automated online business that we are talking about, I am a mentor in this business, and my beautiful Mama Monique is also a mentor in this business. You can contact her, you can contact me, and we'll be very, very glad to share what we know with you. We'll be very, very glad to tell you more about this online business. And we hope to see you soon. Thanks for watching us live. If you'll be watching the replay, thank you very much. You can share, you can comment. Yeah, we'll see you
Thank you,
soon. Good night, good
everyone. See you
morning.
tomorrow
Bye
again.
bye.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.